Today is day 3 of our journey, and it's a sea day. So today is going to be a relaxing day, not a whole lot that we're going to do today. So this video will be short. First thing that we do though, whenever we wake up, is go and look at the waves and what the weather looks like outside. And it's a gorgeous day. Looking around, you can still see the coast of Chile off in the distance. And we have a neighbor. Our first viewing of any kind of ship that we've seen. This one looks like it's going up to Santiago as we're going south. And today we're going to make a little jog to the inside passage of Chile. And that's coming up later on. The captain had talked about it the day before. We're going to go to the port of Chacabuco, but we have to make a little turn to the right and go through the Chilean fjords. Today had plenty of stuff to do. But me and Cheryl, we didn't do any of it. We did our own thing today. She found her a good book and cuddled up next to her book. I sat and looked off at the ocean, looking at the wildlife. That was my goal today, to see if I could spot any wildlife. And as you'll see in a second, we saw a whale. Just one, but it was enough. We spent most of our day in the Explorer's Lounge. That's right at the front of the ship where you can look out at where we're going to and see the whole horizon off in the distance. We sat and made new friends, and hopefully we'll see some of those friends on future trips. All good people that we met. The Exploration Hub is also where the captain posts the weather information for the day or the next few days. In this particular scenario, we was looking at the weather that day, and it looks like it's going to turn a little rougher later on, as you can see by the charts. Whenever that we were looking, the purple is high waves, and the light blue is lower waves. But we're going to cut through the little passage where that there's calm weather back behind it, and the temperature is looking good all day, slowly getting cooler. Seeing I don't have a drone, this is the closest we're going to get to drone footage. This is a Lego model of the Oosterdam, so we're going to do a flyby down the side of the Oosterdam. In case you're wondering where our room is, our room is right there, right by the mid-elevators, by the first lifeboat. So you can see how far we are from the water line. We got a good 4 floors below us. The best way to see the waves is we use that bar on the horizon. The other way to determine wave height is looking at the pool. The pool is always level, so anytime that the ship moves, the water in the pool moves. So you'll see me showing this from time to time, just showing the wave height. I even got involved in the Tai Chi class. By getting involved, I actually mean just watching. But it was enough to make me relax. And of course, after getting so relaxed watching them, it's time for a nap. So I'm going to the room. And just as I get back to the room, ready to relax, a whale right outside the window. Of course, it's our partial window, but you'll see little white spots of a whale coming up and breathing for air. That's this little spout. I put a little red highlight around them, but it was enough to get me excited. And of course, I had to go up on the deck and look for hours for another one, but didn't see another whale all day that day. But one, that was good enough for me. One whale spotted.
race. I'm very well aware that I do not look or sound the part on that one. There's a very good reason for it. If you saw my full name, it'd take about half an hour to say it to you, but it's not Ed, it's Eduardo. And then it just kind of keeps going after that for a while. But my family is broken up into very much the United Nations. My mom's side of the family is Costa Rican, Caribbean, and we have some Belgium and French immigrants that came to Costa Rica in like the late.
A day or two before each port, Ed, the cruise director, gives us a talk of what we can expect to see in the port and gives us maps so that we know what to expect. Every time I'm on deck, I'm looking for more whales, but I didn't see any more that day. The only thing I did see was the dive-in diner that had hot dogs. So I had a hot dog. It's a good consolation. And remember that map that I showed you earlier that showed the light purple waves? This is what a light purple wave about 2 meters looks like while you're on the ship. If you look at the horizon and the window bar, you'll see the ship moving up and down. And this gives you about how much motion is on the ship now. The waves are picking up a little bit. Like I say, we're going to make a left-hand turn going into a fjord and then right back right to go to Chacabuco. Yesterday the captain talked about us having to go through a construction site and underneath some power lines. Well, here you can see the construction site, and if you look real close, that's the power lines. And the ship had 6 feet of clearance underneath the power lines. But on the other side, the Andes Mountains. We're in the middle of fjords, and yes, that's snow-covered mountains off in the distance. And they were an awesome view. Just wish that the sky was perfectly clear so you could see them. This mountain looked eerie. All you could see was the peak rising above the clouds. No hint of the rest of the mountain, just the peak. In case you're wondering where we are, we started off this journey at Santiago, right up here at the top of the map of Chile, and sailed for 2 days south. We took our first left, coming right through this little passage. And in the pictures, the photos that we took, you could see where that they're doing the bridge construction right here. And just past it was this white mountain range with all the volcanoes. What we're going to do is sail the rest of the day through here and end tomorrow at Chacabuco. And Chacabuco is on the inside passage way down here. So we're going to go through the fjords and get to this small town. And whenever I say small town, it's small. As a cruise ship warned us, there's only 2 taxis in the whole city. So to get any kind of services, there's a little bit bigger town just upstream at Puerto. And there's where that the taxis, the few that they have, will come. There was a taxi ride that goes back and forth every 30 minutes, but the taxi was a van. But anyway, stick with us tomorrow, and that's where we'll be. Stay with us for day 4 as we arrive in Chacabuco, and like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.